All right, guys, so welcome back to another one. Minnesota 2022. We got 8 guys going. The Butler County boys, Austin Burden, Daniel Meredith, Colton Howard, and Blake Newsom are in the truck behind us. We got Hayden's boat, done a bunch of work to it this year. Got it going, got a little trailer going. We've literally filled both trucks full of equipment, camera gear, decoys, you name it, we've got it. So we've got about a 14.5-hour drive ahead of us. We just rolled out of the house, so we'll be there tomorrow afternoon, mid-afternoon, something like that, and we'll keep you guys updated on our drive. As we made it about an hour from the house, we've already stopped twice, so it's gonna be a great trip. We stopped at Walmart. There's Colton. Roll your window up, Colton. Roll your window down, Colton.
Oh my God,
that's the Butler County boys. Colton's driving. There's Austin. We had to stop and get a boat trailer tire. There was no way we was gonna make that trip without a spare tire, so we're about to hit the road again. All right, guys, so we're gonna give you a little update. We are about 100 miles south of Chicago. We just stopped, filled up with fuel. Everybody went to the bathroom and whatnot. It's 12:11. We're expecting to be in Chicago in about an hour and a half. So yeah, it's going. Everything's going good. We're making ground. It's definitely a long drive. That was a good leg stretch. Definitely the play was driving through the middle of the night. Traffic's slow. All the construction, we're going through it pretty easy. It's breezing by. I probably just jinxed us when I said that. So we'll keep you updated when the karma strikes, I guess. So y'all stick around with us, and we'll get back on the camera about the south side of Chicago. All right, guys, so we stopped number 4 for the trip. One in Indiana, one in Wisconsin, and 2 getting out of the state, getting the rest of the stuff we needed. We've got about 7 hours and 45 minutes left to get where we're going.
Just a little
Trip's been going pretty smooth. Made it through Chicago pretty easy. Got some good footage rolling through Chicago. Got a couple roller videos, so we're pretty excited about it. We're just all ready to get to Minnesota and get hunkered in and start scouting for birds. So
and blasting ducks in the face.
And blasting ducks in the face. That's what it's all about, right? So we're about to hit Milwaukee, and then from Milwaukee we're going to cut over to Madison and go up. So we should be getting pretty close. About another 7 hours. I think the GPS has us getting there at about 11:30 in the morning. We've been driving constant all night, so we left at 7:45, 7:30 yesterday afternoon. So it's been a rough trip, but it'll be worth it. Start killing limits of ducks. What do you got? What? 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 Ooh, it's great. Oh wait, is that chicken?
So the funniest thing ever, we're like, here goes Logan, and he's gonna be in there. All right, guys, we stopped at where we at again? All right, what'd you get? We're at the gas station for the 45th time today, guys. Getting gas again. Yeah, we're here. Oh, hold on.
Hayden, you want to say anything? No. It is cold, ain't it?
Yeah, guys. All right, we're.
Hey, wait, Devin's showing his nose in the phone.
Hold on. Oh, here, it's the neck shot for him. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Everything's down here below the neck.
All right, guys. So y'all can't tell, we made it to daylight. We're still what, 4.5 hours out. 4.5 hours out from the room. Drove all night. Traffic wasn't too bad. So I mean, we're happy with it. We're still in Wisconsin. It's right at 8 o'clock in the morning. So we're looking about noonish. we're hoping to be headed from the Walmart where we're going to get our license and stuff, and headed over to the room. About 30 minutes from the Walmart to the room. So yeah, I mean, that's about it. It's been driving. It's been boring. 10 hours in a vehicle. Everybody's antsy, ready to get out. We're starting to see birds in little puddles on the side of the parkway. We've seen some geese, seen some ducks, seen a whole bunch of crows. So we're gonna have to check out and make sure, see what their crow season's in, and if it is, we might get some of that on video too. So Hayden, you want to say anything?
Let's have fun. Let's kill some ducks.
Devin?
We're here.
Well, we ain't here just yet.
We're
But
here.
Yeah,
we're closer than we was when we left last night at 7:30.
yeah, every time that wheel turns, we're one turn closer. But yeah, we're almost to Minnesota, and then once we hit Minnesota line, it's about 2.5 hours to the room. So kind of just living it up. So y'all stick around, and we'll be back whenever we get to I guess the Minnesota line. Alright guys, got another quick update for you. We're getting into waterfowl country. We're seeing a bunch of birds. We've seen a feed about 10 minutes ago. Probably had 1,000 geese in it. I mean, it was birds everywhere. Every one of us, we're getting pumped. We're getting ready. I don't think the excitement shows on how ready we are to kill ducks and drive 14.5 hours from home just to kill ducks in October. So y'all stick with us, and hopefully we'll get some good film of us killing a bunch of birds.
Crap ton of ducks over there.
You want me to hold your titty? Please.
Sit.
Oh, okay. That made me feel. God.
Don't shoot those, Hayden. Those are not pigeons.
Sure they make pigeons?
Alright guys, so I didn't get to make very much of an update. We got back, we had to get a motor running and this, that, and other thing, get some gas, go to town, come back, and kind of got cut short on scouting. So Austin and Daniel went over to Park Rapids, and me and Logan went to Bemidji. The first field we found, it's full of swans and snows, and Canadas. So it's 600-700 Canadas, I would say, easy. The first way we looked at it, there was a little ridge. You couldn't really see behind it. I knew there was quite a few birds in it. So we pulled up down next to, on the other side of the ridge, there's a kind of in the middle of a four-way. So we went down and pulled up next to where we could see over the rise, and it was just a sea of geese that we couldn't see. And Austin and Daniel, they're on the way back now. They're going to check a few more fields around Bemidji. I'm on the way to the landowners to try and get permission, so I'll try and get that on film the best I can. I don't want to run anybody off, so I might just connect after we get done talking to the landowner and let y'all know how it goes. We've got our fingers crossed. I know a lot of people up here don't like geese. They're nasty. They bring different seeds and things into fields that grow like wildfire, like crabgrass and stuff like that they get out of Canada. So hopefully they want these geese gone, and we can get permission on it. But man, that 14-hour drive, and then to get here, and all the animosity we went through trying to get everything ready to go, and not having things we needed, or finding wires pulled out on the motor, and this, that, and the other, and then to be able to come up in the first field we checked, just everything come through, man. It's an awesome feeling. So I'll get back on the camera after I talk to the landowner and try and get a phone number to her husband, if it's the wife, whatever it may be, So we'll get back on the camera and let y'all know how it went.
Dude, this is good.
Dude, fucking greasy, boys. Swans coming in like crazy. I know we can't shoot swans. Swans all over, dude. Oh, all right, guys. If you can't tell, I mean, I probably can't because I don't sound real excited. I'm pumped. We were driving back to the room. We got told no on the first field. I got a little upset. Probably shouldn't have. Decided I was gonna go back to the room and start cooking dinner for everybody. And on the way back, for some reason, can't kill swans in Minnesota. I see a group of swans. Well, I put 2 and 2 together. We seen geese with swans in a field. They landed in the water, and I said, well, let's go over here and check this water out. There might be geese on it with the swans. We get up. I swear, we found 2,000 ducks. Every bit of it. The 99% ringneck. There's some widgeon in it. We've seen some pintail, some mallard, a little bit of everything, but primarily ringnecks. So we're gonna try and get 8 men in it in the morning. Hopefully we do pretty decent. I never would have guessed in 1,000 years, man, we would have found that many ducks on a hunch looking at swans. We called Austin, and him and Daniel came and scouted it with us. We're gonna go back to the room. I got them to start cooking dinner, so we're gonna go back and eat. Hopefully everybody's just as excited as we are, because I'm telling you, I'm jumping for joy. I know it don't sound like it, and it don't look like it. I've been behind the wheel for almost 20 hours the last day. I mean, I've had 4.5, 5 hours of sleep. So my body's feeling it. We're gonna get some good rest tonight. Try to anyway. I don't know if I will or not, knowing what's coming up in the morning. But all right, guys, so we got out here. We got the decoy set up. Now it's just time to wait. It's what, 30, 45 minutes of shooting light. We got 2 pulsators, a swimmer,
About 50.
a mojo, a bunch of ringneck decoys, and some flocked mallards. So we're just waiting on daylight, kind of joking around, cutting up, having a good time. So
I don't want to dip my elbows in here.
Okay, so go back that way.
I'm-
It gets shallower. I mean, common sense.
no, Ellie.
I'm coming out. I'm coming out.
Hey, what you need to do? Probably take that kayak, since you got a hole in your waders and won't let me get in it. You go check all them decoys.
Well, if you're gonna do that, I need to give you the mallards.
Yeah.
You need to go
Then
get that
we have to give you the pulsators too for that.
You want a
Figure
camera?
out how the
You want,
mojos.
you want a camera for you?
Wait,
I don't feel like walking through the woods again.
Huh?
I said you should go get the ducks. They go right over
mallards
there.
still down there.
Yeah, but it's easier if you take a boat. aside from
What are you
walking.
doing there, bro?
I'll go take the kayak and do it.
I gotta look
I'm
pretty.
just saying, we've been. That's why we're making a keel hole right now.
If I just pull them up, as soon as
I ain't sticking my hand in that water.
pull them up the top. It's super easy. Where? You find your log or something, fella? You find your log or something?
Yeah.
Break over the top though.
All right, so that first morning we hunted, we didn't get all the footage that we wanted to. We sat up with the wind at our back. Bird should have landed right in our lap. Right at sunlight, the wind flipped on us. We got a hell of a show. We seen way more ducks that morning than we actually ended up seeing when we scouted that night. we just didn't get the film that we wanted on it. So we tried to chop in some pictures and stuff to make it, to at least show you all how we did. I wish we could have got a little bit more film of us shooting birds and stuff, but predominantly the birds were on the other side of the lake. We were on the right lake, we just weren't on the X, and that's hunting, that's the way it goes. Everything doesn't always go in your favor, so it discouraged us a little bit. We were all expecting 8-man limit of birds. Ended up killing, I think we killed 6. We brought 4 back. So it wasn't a complete bust. I guess that's just what happens when you go to a different state and trying to learn how they do things different than what you actually do at home. So after this, there's going to be us scouting some of the birds that the Butler boys found. They did a little puddle jumping on a few birds. There's shot cam footage of that, and there's quite a bit of footage of us getting down in some beaver dams, cutting some beaver dams out, and getting back in the creek behind the cabin or the trailer we stayed in. So we've got to try to do a better job at actually filming, and that way we cut these short clips out. So y'all stick with us. We're learning as we go and trying to get better every day. So day 2, while our crew was out scouting the creek and stuff behind the house, the Butler County boys went out closer to Nodak, the western side of Minnesota, looking for some dry feed stuff. They ended up finding a couple of nice feeds. They found one big coot feed. They done some puddle jumping before they left. Blake and Colton, they killed a couple. I think they killed a coot and a hen mallard. It was hard to find birds. The week when we got there, it was super cold. Then the day we showed up, that next day it was up in the 60s. It stayed in the 60s all weekend. It never got down back to 30s, 40s. So birds were just finding places to sit and sticking around. And with there being so much water, it was just hard to find big groups of birds that were worth the work to hunt. So it made it hard, but like I said, that's hunting. So we did the best we could and learned a lot, and we're going to take it back next year and hopefully do a little bit better.
Do it selfie mode. Sit down, I can't see. Hey, hold on, just hold on right here.
There you go. So what we got going on, Jonah? We're trying to push this boat through some cattails to get to another creek.
Hey, we're about to clear up in about 10 yards.
I know.
Give her hell.
Yeah. Stay on it.
Stay on her. Oh God, that's a hole.
Hold on. Grab on, just grab on, Jonah.
I got guns.
One of those guns, yeah.
Go.
Go ahead, just go. Just run it. Stay in it. There you go. Stay in it.
Stay in it. Go.
Come on.
Hey, get up. Hanging on this.
Stay in it.
Go. Go.
Stay in that stun gun. Yes, sir. Keep going. That way now.
Go left. Go left.
They're like,
Now go on the bank. I'm good. I'm on now.
Yes, sir. Woo. Woo. Yes, sir.
Hey. It's gonna be just as big a fish getting back. It's not fair.
No. Well, we just made it through all these cattails here after clearing out about a 60-foot beaver dam. Hold on. How deep is it? Stick it back down in the water.
It's shallow here, guys.
it's only 5 inches.
It's only 5
That's 5 inches.
feet down.
Dude, that's 8 foot deep.
Dude, and the mud is so soft here, dude.
Exactly.
That's mud.
That means you sink.
You're 7 foot deep with water.
And it ain't.
As soon as you hit the bottom, you're just dead.
It ain't but like, what, 10 yards across this right here? But all of that is like
Movable grass.
movable grass mats, man. It's just all water underneath of it. It's wild. Probably the first one that's had a boat motor out here in years. We broke 2 beaver dams out to get here. I mean, it's just,
You're not posting that.
it's crazy how much work we've done to get down here.
We're not gonna.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.